Hi, I'm Ken, and I've been fortunate enough to be part of God's journey through music as I've traveled to a lot of different cultures. This particular trip, I got a chance to go to Cuba, to our sister church in Callao. It was an amazing experience. The music that I got to experience, the worship, the vibrancy, the connection to the Holy Spirit is just something that can't be put into words. So I had the joy of getting a chance to work with the worship team. I got a chance to just interact with all these young drummers in the community. After school would let out, they would come over to the house. Part of what I did was bring some equipment with me, some drum heads, a bass drum pedal. It was such a joyous time to sit outside with them in the backyard of the church and take apart the drums and put the new heads on and give them the bass drum pedal that they could use. Such simple things that we take for granted. And then after the drums were put together, they brought them up to the back of the house, and we had this impromptu jam session with all of these kids from the community. They showed me so many different styles of Cuban music, and I enjoyed so much learning from them. As we got ready for the worship at the church, I got a chance to sit in with the band and play drums with them, and it was such an amazing experience getting a chance to worship with them. It's hard to put into words as I think back on it now. That time, just really connecting with God. I didn't know the language. I don't speak Spanish, and many of them didn't speak English. But the language was completely overcome through worship. The Holy Spirit made it so clear as we sang, as we played, as they danced. It was just a chance. It made me think so much of Revelation, this idea that at one point we'll all be worshiping together in all these languages, all these tribes, all these tongues. So I think I got a little taste of that while I was there. I think sometimes when I travel and do things like this, I get in my mind how I'm supposed to be doing something. But one thing I remembered as I was on this trip, that I was just supposed to be being with the people, walking around the community, spending time with them. It wasn't about teaching or building. It was just about walking this path we're on together, trying to follow our Master, following Jesus. El Señor, they would say for God, Jesus for Jesus. And we were all on this path together. If I could say one thing to any of you that might be considering going on a trip like this, just realize that you may have a thought in your mind that you're going to be doing something, but an important part of the trip is just being with the people, walking with them as they follow Christ. I learned so much from them about what it meant to truly worship, to truly experience being in fellowship with one another, and to truly experience just feeling the love of my Father, feeling the love of El Señor, as they would say, of God, as we walk together.